What's up, YouTube? This your boy, the Travel Trucker, man. We back with another video, man. Hey, man, do me a favor. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and like this video and comment, man, because I'm going to have it spicy and kicking every time you get on YouTube. Well, guys, them other folk done pissed me off again. Yes, I said it, them other folk. Now, you know, we don't really speak on politics. We don't get in the race on here, but I got to come on here and speak about these YouTubers and these influencers off of Instagram talking down on Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and the regime, saying that they're not helping the residents of North Carolina and Tennessee and South Carolina. Well, we're gonna do some fact checking today, man. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna do some fact checking. So before I go on my little rant, let's pull up some clips. Let's check out some news articles and see what we can find and see what's exactly going on before I just really bust y'all bubble, man. This is really towards what's Dear Me for Dinner's wife, Dear Mom, other trucking YouTubers, even people that I'm cool with. Y'all just all misconstrued, and y'all need a little bit of education on how politics and how the government works. So let's look at some research first, and then I'm going to tell y'all what's really going on. All right, guys, right here, man, here's my first article of evidence, man. We on FEMA.gov, and if you can see, man, this article was released on September 30th, which means this was on Monday, guys. So what it says is Biden-Harris administration continues whole of government response to Hurricane Helene. Over 3,500 federal personnel across North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, South Carolina, and Alabama. Washington, female federal, state, community volunteer partners continue providing resources to aid response efforts across the Southeast as survivors began recovering from Hurricane Helene. More than 3,500 personnel from across the workforce are deployed in supporting victims of Hurricane Helene response efforts across the impacted states. More than 1,000 are from FEMA. FEMA has shipped over 1.9 million meals ready to eat, more than 1 million liters of water, and 30 generators, over 95,000 tarps. The Biden administration declared major disaster declarations for areas of Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, allowing disaster survivors to begin recovery process by applying for federal assistance through FEMA. People in 17 counties in Florida, 25 in North Carolina, and the East Bend of the Cherokee Indians, as well as 13 counties in South Carolina, can now apply for assistance with FEMA. People with damage to their homes or property who live in the designated counties are encouraged to apply for assistance, which may include upfront funds to help with essential items like food, water, baby formula, and emergency supplies. Funds may also be available to repair storm-related damage to homes and personal property, as well as assistance to find temporary places to stay. There are 3 ways to apply for FEMA assistance. Download the FEMA app, call the 1-800 number 621-3362, or visit disasterassistance.gov. Homeowners and renters with damage to their home or personal property from previous disasters, whether they receive FEMA funds or not, are still eligible to apply for and receive assistance for Hurricane Helene. Voluntary organizations are also providing personnel and resources to the hardest hit areas. The Red Cross and 850 trained disaster workers are providing comfort and operating shelters. All these services are free. North Carolina, here you go. They send in military planes, C-17 planes, 40 Starlink satellite systems. 1 Starlink will be deployed per county. 200 federal ambulances. Florida, Georgia. These are all your information, guys. Go on FEMA.gov. I know you don't have service, but hey, the information is out there, guys. They are helping people. Let's just go back to Google. Hurricane Helene fallout. Okay, here we go. Here we go. The worst fallout from the hurricane is in western North Carolina, but at least 5 other states are grappling with their own intractable problems. Power outages and ruined roads, issues across southeast of Helene. Check it out, guys. Look at this. A tractor trailer and debris from Hurricane Helene in Irwin, Tennessee on Friday. More than a week after Hurricane Helene made landfall as a Category 4 storm, state officials across the Southeast are scrambling to repair damages, electrical lines, and roads and bridges, affecting tens of thousands across the path of destruction. Helene wreaked havoc from Florida to the Appalachian states after making landfall on the Gulf Coast on September 26. The worst fallout is still in western North Carolina, where in addition to the mass wreckage of destroyed buildings, teams are searching for dozens of missing people. Some areas have no potable water. Cell phone communication remains spotty. More than 170,000 customers still don't have power, and hundreds of roads are closed. But at least 5 of the states are grappling with their own intractable problems, from impassable highways to ruined farmland. President Biden, who surveyed the storm, told this week, said Helene most likely caused billions of dollars in damage, and he asked Congress on Friday to quickly replenish disaster relief funds to help. Look at this, guys. Here it is. Whoa, check, but y'all see this right now. Hold on. All right, guys, the second part of my investigation. Check this out. Here's some context of why I really wanted to create this video. One of my favorite YouTubers, Dear Me for Dinner, Robert Arrington, a fellow South Florida resident, and his wife, Dear Mom. Okay, you know who that is, right? One of the biggest YouTubers out. His wife, Dear Mom, look what she posted. Preparing to make our way back to Florida. For those of you along this route, is gas accessible? Are people being rerouted? Please give me a heads up of what's to expect so I can plan accordingly. This is a big influence on YouTube and Instagram, bringing politics into just everyday stuff. Look what she says. Check this out. On a related note, I just got done watching the news, and I'm flat out mad that our government isn't doing a single thing for the people who lost everything. It's an absolute disgrace. Why was DeSantis offering the most relief in North Carolina after the storm hit? I'm not one to talk politics, but why? But when I watch an interview and Biden replies with, "I didn't know what storm you're talking about," it makes me sick. People aren't happy. They're not getting everything they need. They're wiped out. It's very easy to tell people how to live for what to do when you're not in the midst of the chaos or your life wasn't personally affected. Sorry, not sorry. Do better and take care of our Americans first. What I'm sorry about is the people who have to rely on each other in their communities over federal help. Rant over. If you look what I posted, I said, this has nothing to do with Biden. Smart people. Congress controls the funding. Half of Congress is Republicans. So let that sink in. Okay, Dear Mom and fellow other YouTubers who clearly show their political views, it spews out of their skin. Let me tell you something, Dear Mom. First of all, Tennessee governor, what is he? Republican. Georgia governor, what is he? Republican. South Carolina governor, who is South Carolina governor? Let me see. South Carolina governor is South Carolina governor a Democrat? Hold on. Let me see. Is South Carolina hold on. Or Republican. Okay. Oh, snap. Look at that. South Carolina's governor is Republican. North Carolina's governor so happens to be Democrat. So for people like Dear Mom and Dear Me for Dinner on Instagram and YouTube, let me give y'all a little bit of facts. First of all, Biden declared a federal emergency, as we read and stated. First of all, he asked Congress to release more funds immediately. Dear Mom, since you're saying they're not doing a single thing, what does Congress have to do? Vote, right? Dear Mom, listen to me. Biden administration or not, Congress is half Republican. So the half of your side needs to hurry up and do what they need to do, right? Biden said get them the money, right? Who controls America, people? Anybody with some brains? I'm listening. Congress, not the president. Dear Mom, I'll keep going at you because you one of the bigger figures that said this ignorant stuff because y'all don't like Biden. Y'all some Trump lovers for whatever reason. I ain't even got no problem with Trump. I ain't got no problem with Biden. I get money, so I don't care who in office. So I ain't picking sides. Listen to me now. Dear Mom, and fellow people that's saying that Biden is to blame for this, we just had a natural disaster. And for somebody to be from Florida, out of all the storms you've been through, under Ron DeSantis, we got a lot of BS after DeSantis. When that storm hit Fort Myers, them people lost everything. How fast do you want them to do? The highways were washed away. North Carolina, I-40 got washed out, dear Mom. A lot of these people choose to live in remote areas in the mountains of the Smoky and Appalachian Mountains, correct? So between Tennessee, North Carolina, and South Carolina and Georgia, 3 out of 4 of the governors are Republican. They have their own funding, for one. Second of all, dear Mom, do you know the major part on the side of a mountain that was really hit with them you had people in vacation Airbnbs with no charging, no cell phone service, stranded, not even from there. They couldn't even get back home. They had volunteers flying in helicopters, right? Guess what, dear Mom? Republican sheriff in that area was restricting people from flying in to help people with aid. They was dealing a no-fly zone. They was telling people if you flew in and rescued anybody, you would be arrested, dear Mom. So you sit up and saying the government ain't helping, you need to cut it out. Your Republican redneck sheriff in the mountains was stopping people from flying in there. Secondly, this is a very bad disaster. Okay, all bullshit to the side. They never seen nothing like this in Western North Carolina and South Carolina and Georgia. So for you to sit up here and say nobody did a single thing is just ignorant. Like, you sound like a KKK member. You got to watch what you say out of anger, okay? The government is doing everything they can. This is not Ukraine. Stop comparing. Listen, money is not the issue in this situation. This is the Appalachian Mountains. Do you know how remote it is and hard it is to get up there? That's why it's vacation and relaxation out there. It's not this easily accessible. So when I-40 gets washed away, dear Mom, this is what happens. You understand what I'm saying? You have to stop pointing the finger at, Biden administration. Hey, yeah, we got the election coming up. You doing that because the election coming up and y'all got a lot of people following y'all. You want Trump to be in office for whatever reason. That ain't how you supposed to do it. You supposed to be an unbiased channel. You got kids and wildlife people and you going hunting. You supposed to have a family-friendly channel. You shouldn't be showing your political sides on social media. When you get that big, you got to take a step back, okay, and separate yourself from both parties. You shouldn't be doing that. That ain't nothing for you to speak on. You're a wife to dear me for dinner, okay? You ain't got nothing crazy going on. You just his wife. So you got to stop with all that extra stuff. To you other YouTubers out there saying, the government ain't, listen, it is tough terrain. There's no cell service. People chose to live where they live. So when a hurricane like that comes through, hello, earth to my YouTubers in other states, Florida, that's just another hurricane. You guys got mountains and trees, what makes them that more catastrophic. So the government can only do so much when there's no highway. You guys want truckloads and truckloads of stuff. They got to rebuild a highway. That I-40 was on the side of a mountain. That whole thing mudslided. You can't just redo that overnight. I don't care what type of engineering you think the military and FEMA got. We're still humans. It's going to take some time. So when you got Republican sheriffs telling people they can't fly their helicopter to save people, that's making it hard, right? FEMA has the funding. People have to report that they have lost everything. We have to, the way America is set up, you got to report it. You got to file a claim. You got to get out to the outside world so we know that, hey, you messed up here. Okay, unless your family notifies the authorities to come look for you, a lot of them people may not have family. So people are relying on, somebody may be up there type stuff. You got old people in their 70s and 80s with no family that's up there in the wilderness. So the whole, we got to rescue them and that. Won't you go over there? Y'all doing all this other stuff. Won't y'all go over, y'all cooking chicken and stuff in Florida where it got damaged. Won't y'all go to North Carolina where they really need help? You understand what I'm saying? Won't y'all go over there where it's really going on? You understand what I'm saying? You guys got to stop always Biden Harris, Biden Harris, Biden Harris. Listen, last time I checked, Trump, the same one that just lied and said Haitians took over a town in Ohio and eating cats. Fact check proved that was a lie. This is the same president now that was lying on people. Do you know Springfield, Ohio actually recruited for migrants to come to their town because the town was getting ready to go bankrupt? They had no workforce to work in their warehouses. Thus, there was no money moving around in the market. Haitian migrants who were engineers, teachers, mechanics, people of well stature came to Springfield because the city invited them there. Why would you say they took over a town? They're helping the economy in Ohio. That was a president saying American people are eating dogs and cats is ridiculous. Like, come on, really? And a lot of them are citizens. Why would your president say something that ignorant, dear mom? So I didn't even plan on going at her, but I had to go at her because she's just one of the bigger figures that said some stuff about Biden not doing nothing for the North Carolina and who not. Oh, they need to get up there. They ain't did a single thing. Obviously, they're doing something. They released help already. Stuff just got to take time. Like I said, this has never happened to that magnitude over there. This is new for everybody, okay? So all you guys got to stop with that Biden bashing and Kamala Harris because y'all just don't want to. One, y'all don't want to be led by a black woman, it seemed like. And y'all don't like Biden because he's Democrat. Y'all don't want to be Trump lovers so bad, bro. Like, I don't agree with half the stuff neither one of them say. No, I don't agree with what Trump does. At the end of the day, all y'all watching this, a lot of Trump supporters live in double wide trailers, are either well off or they well poor. Okay, so you guys got to stop holding on to these political targets and political aims you guys be doing. Bro, y'all leave that stuff out of there. If you're not going to get up there yourself and go help them, shut up. Okay, let the government do what they're going to do, and they're going to get up there. FEMA already debunked that myth talking about they wasn't helping. Biden asked for the money immediately. Okay? Congress controls funding. Congress is the same ones that sent money to Ukraine. You know why all that money went to Ukraine? I'm gonna give y'all. If you served in the military, you know where I'm going. You know where that money really went over there? So Ukraine could turn around and buy stuff and secure supplies from contractors. From who? Guess who own them companies that Ukraine is getting equipment from? All them big manufacturers and contractors. Guess who own them? Republicans. You can simply Google and see what stocks and companies Congress people are investing in. A lot of them congressmen, y'all, we can't stand them. No, it's the Republicans getting a kickback from that Ukraine money. They funnel the money to Ukraine. It then comes back and trickles back down into their pocket. I don't know if you guys have been to the table some, but war equals money. Again, war equals money. So when you see the government sending all that money to Ukraine, that's Congress lining their pockets with kickbacks. You understand what I'm saying? They lining their pockets with kickbacks, and it's come back as clean money because they are investors in a lot of those companies that Ukraine is getting supplies and equipment from. But back to the hurricane. You guys got to stop with this narrative that the government not helping the people. It's so catastrophic. You want something to happen instantly. It's not going to happen like that. Stuff is really bad over there. Give us some time. Stop saying it's Biden because it's not Biden. It wouldn't be Trump if Trump was on office. Even if he don't run nothing. It's Congress. All they can do is ask Congress. It's just like a mayor in a town. If you're not the mayor of New York City, LA, Miami, Atlanta, you ain't got no Dallas, Houston. You don't have any leverage in the city where they got 100 aldermen and 10 panel commissioners. The mayor can only do as much as the commissioners vote on. The mayor can't override nobody. He's just a public figure for that situation. Same thing goes for the president. He's just the most powerful political figure in the world. But he don't run nothing. Congress says yes and no. If they don't like him, they can get him out of here. You see what they doing to Trump? They want to mess with Trump, they can mess with Trump. So that's all, man. I ain't want to go on sidetrack, but I figured I had to do something else different. Forget trucking and transportation. I had to go on this rant because everybody blaming Biden for the fallout after Hurricane Helene. Dear mom, shame on you. But I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, and I'll see y'all on the next one.